Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, hello everyone, and a good Friday evening to you, and welcome once again to Northern Cast, as tonight North Dakota Class Division A Region 1 competition begins tonight. Should be a good one here, a pivotal one here early on in the season for both teams. The Lisbon Broncos have made the trek up to take on Northern Cast here tonight. From Northern Cast, right here on yourliveevent.com. This is your Irie Insurance pregame show. We will take a look at the matchup. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll also talk with both head coaches, Mark Moss for Lisbon and Tyler Ustead for Northern Cast. All that and more coming up on our Irie Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
When you choose Farmers Union Insurance, you're backed by an insurance policy provider that meets your specific requirements. At Farmers Union Insurance Gullison Olson Agency, they offer reliable insurance policies from homeowners, farm and ranch, contractors, small businesses, and more. Let Lance, Shelby, and the staff at Gullison Olson Agency take care of you today. For more information, stop into their office on Main Street in Lisbon for Farmers Union Insurance Gullison Olson Agency.
Back here on yourliveevent.com, Brady Siebel's with you here tonight from Northern Cast. This is your Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to irieins.com to get a free quote. Take a look at your matchup here tonight. The two teams coming into this game. The Lisbon Broncos, the first time they have been on the road this season. 2 home games to begin their season. 0-2 on the season so far. August 22nd at home, a 28-6 loss against Bottineau. And then a week from Thursday, 30-0, a loss against Park River. That your results for the Lisbon Broncos. Northern Cast comes into tonight at 1-1 on the season. A victory at home back on August 23rd against Ray Powers Lake, 24-12, in which they scored 18 unanswered after falling behind 12-6. Scored the game's final 3 touchdowns to take a 24-12 victory. Then last Friday night on the road at Bottineau, falling to the Braves 33-7. So look at your matchup here, pivotal matchup here, both teams. Of course, now this is the first game in region play. So really this is, as both coach mentions, this is where it all starts right now. Both teams have the goal of making it to the playoffs. It's a lot easier to start to make the playoffs when you start 1-0 than it is if you start 0-1 in region competition. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our coaches' interviews. We'll talk with Coach Tyler Ustead for Northern Cast. But when we return, we'll be joined by the head coach of the Broncos, Mark Moss. That's when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neelsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Hey Lisbon, it's time to rally behind our favorite team. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are sending all our best wishes to the Broncos as they hit the court and field this season. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are proud to support our teams and community. Let's show our Broncos that we're with them every step of the way. Go Broncos! Your dedication and spirit makes us all proud. From all of us at the Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters, we're cheering for you.
YourLiveEvent.com. Our Irie Insurance pregame show continues with our pregame coaches' comments. Mark Moss for the Lisbon Broncos. And Coach, I know here in this the non-region season, I know some tough flux, some injuries have just kind of been the story here to start your first two games of the season.
Yeah, it's been one of those years where we came into this season with with high expectations, and we played two what we think were really quality opponents in the non-region schedule. So, just playing quality teams in the non-region schedule is challenging, but then we kind of ran into the perfect storm of injuries early on in our first game, and it kind of continued into the second game with some more injuries. But, that's football, and, we're trying not to use injuries as an excuse. We know as a football team, coaches, players, we know we gotta execute better, and we gotta put confidence in those 11 guys that are on the football field, whoever they may be, that they got to go out there and perform. And so we know, as coaches, we got to coach better. The players got to go out there and execute better. So we're dealing with some injuries, but we got to move past that. We can't let that get into the way of what we think is going to be a good Friday night for us.
Yeah, we'll talk to that in just a moment. Just kind of talk about how the week has gone, the preparation, kind of what you've seen at practice, getting you ready here for tonight.
Yeah, so we are starting to get a few. We've got good news on some of the injury front. So we're starting to work some kids back into the game plan, and see what happens now. But we've had a good week of practice. Northern Cass is a dangerous team, and they do a lot of formations on offense. They do a lot of movement on offense. They got athletes kind of all across the board. So we've had a good week of practice, but it's been a challenging week of practice because you're trying to get your scout team to kind of replicate what Northern Cass is doing and trying to get them to go at game speed. And that's always a difficult challenge to get that done. But, we've had a good week of practice, just getting a few kids back from kind of the injured list is kind of put a little bounce into our step. So we'll be ready.
And then with that, as you're starting this Region 1 play, I know you mentioned here maybe the disappointment of the last couple games, but kind of in the grand scheme of things, now this is really when the games start to matter and the games start to count, is once you get into this tough region play.
Oh, absolutely. Would we have liked to win the first two games? Absolutely, but we didn't. But the message to the team at practice this week is we're 0-0. You kind of wipe that slate clean. You learn from those first two games, but across our region, every team is on equal playing field right now. So it's what we do from this point forward, from tonight moving forward, is what's going to determine our destiny come playoff time. So, we're a team that feels like we're a playoff team. I'm sure Northern Cass feels like they're a playoff team. I think just with the dynamics of the region this year, I think every coach feels like their team has a chance to make the playoffs, and we hope, starting tonight, we can kind of start putting together a season which will end up in the playoffs for us.
Yeah, talk about that Region 1. I know some changes here with the state of North Dakota. I know a couple teams getting bumped up to that AA division. Some teams coming back down. It seems like really a great mix and a great collection of teams here in this single A division here. And like you mentioned, really seems like any Friday night, any team can beat any other team. Should be a really competitive as the next couple of months rolls along.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's no secret that, Kindred and Castleton are now playing up, up in AA football. So that just adds just a whole different dynamic to our region. The teams that are moving into our region, teams like Sargent County, Valley City, I mean, they got great coaches, good football traditions there. So, I mean, they're expecting to have good seasons too. So it's one of those years where kind of leading up to the season, you're asked to, kind of rank your top 8 in the region, for the preseason and all this. And I sat and looked and thought about it, and I'm like, I could talk myself into any combination of 4 teams making the playoffs this year. So that's exciting. I mean, I think every game this year could be a winnable game for us, and every game could go the other way for us. So that's what makes kind of football exciting. Is there's really no game, no week this season where you can look at your team and say, we can't win this game. So it's exciting. It's good for the kids, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's talk about your opponents here tonight in Northern Cass, coming in 1-2 or 1-1 on the season. Just talk a little bit about what you know about the Jaguars coming in.
Yeah, so the good thing about our preseason schedule is we both got to play Bottineau. So we knew Bottineau was a good team. We knew what Bottineau liked to do, and the Northern Cass plays Bottineau last week, and so we got good film on them. We knew coming into the season that Northern Cass was going to have some athletes coming back. They got some pretty decent size on the line. They played 2 quarterbacks, so you kind of got to get ready for both quarterbacks there and their different formations, and just a lot of team speed out there. So I think they try to get the ball into their athletes' hands in space, and that puts your defense into tough spots. So we got to be sound defensively. We got to communicate when they're doing all their shifting, and they run a little option, so that kind of has a little wrinkle in there where you got to be ready to do your assignments come on the option, and then when we're on offense, we got to execute this week. Northern Cass is they create a lot of turnovers. They fly to the ball on defense, so we got to make sure we're blocking the guys we need to get blocking and take care of the football.
All right, Mark Moss, the head coach for the Lisbon Broncos. Coach, thanks so much for your time. Good luck tonight.
Yeah, thanks for doing the game tonight.
All right, stick around. More to come on our pregame show on yourliveevent.com.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good students from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful, innovative opportunities for students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District, from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbon.k12.nd.us.
While medicine's greatest advancements look like the latest sci-fi, one of our most powerful tools is far more simple, more human. It's a calling to connect with purpose. That's how we're evolving healthcare, by treating people, not just patients, with innovations that amplify healing and lead to more personalized care. guided by the belief we all hold the power to heal.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
YourLiveEvent.com, our Irie Insurance pregame show continues here, talking with the coach for Northern Cass, Tyler Ustead. And Coach, let's talk a little bit about the season so far. Of course, was there a couple weeks ago, got that big home opener win, then a bit of a tough game on the road, traveling out west last Friday night. So sitting at 1-1, just kind of talk about your first two games of the season so far.
Yeah, honestly, overall, I thought in both games we played pretty well. Obviously, last week the score didn't really show it with us losing 33-7. But if you kind of dig into the film, like we actually did some really good things on the field. It was just a couple of bad snaps here, a couple mishandled snaps there, a couple missed tackles, a couple missed assignments, missed reads, and it might sound like a lot, but they were just little tiny things that caused us to get into a big hole right away. And it's good that it happened week 2, and it's just something that we can work on and stuff that we did work on this week of practice preparing for Lisbon.
Yeah, just talk about that. Talk about how this week has practice has gone over those last couple of days.
I mean, we tell the boys all the time that we got to handle adversity. And it's something that happened this week. It's just an odd week with Labor Day, obviously, on Monday. Usually that's when we play our JV games. Our JV game was on Tuesday this week. So that kind of just messed up with how we normally have our week set, different routines. But then we also had some kids gone due to sickness and some other things too. So kids were kind of in and out all week. There's multiple kids that didn't have a full week of practice, but I'm confident that the boys are ready to go and are ready for Friday night.
With that, we talked about the first two games. Now you mentioned here as we go ahead to tonight against Lisbon. First off, the first region game. I know the first two games right important. I know you're happy that you got the one, probably wanted two, but now really this is where the season starts coming up tonight.
Yeah, and absolutely. Like in region play for football, like every game's important. That's the beautiful thing about football is every game is essentially a playoff game if you want to be in the playoffs at the end of the year. So we're excited to start the Friday night off with Lisbon and region play. And yeah, it's just being able to use those first 2 weeks to kind of see where we're at as a program and as a team. And then we tell the boys that every week we're 0-0. So we're 0-0 this week. Record doesn't matter. We're trying to get Lisbon.
Talk about the region here for just a moment. I know some changes in the state of North Dakota. A couple teams no longer in that single A division. A couple teams now added to single A in Region 1. Really does seem like a very competitive region. And like you mentioned, really every single week is going to be important. It seems like a wide open region for wins here this season.
Yeah, and you never want to put teams kind of in a spot in the playoffs already to start the year, but with Kinder and Castleton, everybody kind of knew they were going to be 1 and 2 no matter what. So it's and they've been doing really well at the AA level right now. So I think Region 1's going to be uber competitive this year. I think honestly anybody could potentially win the Region 1 title, but I think honestly anybody could also be in the playoffs, being in the top 4 spots. So it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be really fun to see what Sargent County and Mayport can do during region play, and just overall, I think it's going to be just an awesome competitive year in Region 1 football.
And then with that, I know the goals of Northern Cass, I know the goals of a lot of teams, right, is to make that playoffs, and really it starts tonight. How important a victory against the Broncos would be to try to help propel you to get into playoff contention later on this season.
Yeah, I mean, you got to win the games that you need to get, and tomorrow it's starting off Region 1 play being 1-0 is a lot easier, a lot better for us than 0-1. So we know how important the game is. We've been telling the boys that it's just another game for us. Just go out ready to play with relentless effort and see what happens from there.
And let's talk about your opponents here on Friday night, the Lisbon Broncos. I know the first two games has not gone the way that they hoped to, but they're still a very good, very tough competitive team coming up to Northern Cass come Friday night.
Yeah, whenever you see Lisbon on the schedule, it's all right. We got to prepare for tough, hard-nosed football. It's a traditional powerhouse program. I know their numbers are a little bit lower this year, but still they're going to have tough kids. They're big wrestling school. You know that they're going to be licking their chops, ready to go on Friday. So we kind of got to match their physicality and effort, because we know that they're hungry for a win too, and we know that they're going to bring it to us, and we got to be able to match that energy on our sideline.
Tyler Ustead, coach for the Northern Cass Jaguars, joining us here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Coach, thanks so much for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 201 Main Street, Hunter.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartment. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
At Northern Cass, we believe every learner has the power to change the world, and we're here to help them do just that. That's why we're not your average school district. We deliver a world-class education built on trust, authentic relationships, and bold, innovative practices that prepare learners for whatever path they choose. From our passionate educators to our close-knit community, everything we do is rooted in purpose, connection, and a belief in every learner's greatness. Come see what makes Northern Cass a place where learners thrive, both in and out of the classroom. Learn more at northerncasschool.com.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, our Irie Insurance pregame show rolls along again online at IrieINS.com as, well, it feels like football weather here. It feels like late season football weather. It feels like November football weather, not necessarily early part of September football weather. Some less than 60 degrees out, but hey, that's the weather. That's what you do with here in North Dakota. Well, the fall sports season well underway here on YourLiveEvent.com. We've got all the coverage for you on the R&J Broadcasting and YourLiveEvent.com family of networks. Other games going on our properties here tonight. One game currently in progress. Kindred is at West Fargo Horace. That game had a 6 o'clock start. The Hawks having their homecoming there for the Horace Hawks. Kicking off at 7 o'clock, Devil's Lake is at Central Cass. Turtle Mountain is at Thompson. And in another Region 1 competition, Hillsborough Central Valley is at Oaks. We have that for you audio only from the home of the Tornadoes. On YLE and also on the radio dial at 106.5 FM KRJB, Polk County West is at Ada Borup West. On Gold 101.5 FM KRJM, Monoman Waban is at Crookston. 96.7 FM KKCQ has Fertile Beltrami at Goodrich Grigla. And 1480 AM 99.7 FM KKCQ has Warren Alvarado Oslo on the road at Fosston. Those are all the games here on the R&J Broadcasting family of networks. Again, football, volleyball, Tuesdays, Thursdays, some Monday nights as well. Full swing here on YLE. Make sure follow our X page for our daily post-schedule updates. Visit our website at your live event. You can find all the links for all of the fall games upcoming, as well as then give us a subscribe on YouTube. Be notified every time we go live with another local high school area sport and community interest broadcast. Taking a look at other games in the Single A division here in North Dakota, the two other games in Region 1, Sargent County is at Valley City, and Mayport CG is at Ellendale Edgerly-Culm. In Region 2, Harvey Wells County is at Langdon area Munich. Turtle Mountain is at Thompson. Of course, we have that for you right here on YLE. Grafton is on the road at Carrington, and Park River is at Rugby. In Region 3, Velva Garrison Drake Animus is at Stanley. Tioga is at Des Lacs Burlington. Ray Powers Lake is on the road at South Prairie Max. And Bishop Ryan, our Redeemers, is at Bottineau. And in Region 4, Central McLean is at Dickinson Trinity. Beulah is at Hart River. Bowman County is at Southern McLean. And Killdeer is at Hazen. Shiloh Christian off this weekend here in Single A football. That's a look at your standings around the scores are here around the great state of North Dakota. We'll get you updated through that as the game goes. We'll get you the scores when we get to our halftime report. All that and more coming up here a little bit later on. So we'll take a break, come back with more as we inch closer to kickoff. It's the Broncos and the Jaguars right here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Running a business is tough, but your accounting doesn't have to be. Let Olson Accounting check all the boxes. From taxes, payroll, business services, and professionalized financial guidance, all tailored to fit your requests. Whether you're a small business owner or just need help at tax time, trust Olson Accounting for professional, reliable service every time. Visit colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Riverside Building Center in Lisbon is the premier building supply headquarters in southeastern North Dakota. They have it from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell. With their large inventory and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. That's rbclisbon.com. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon.
Back here, YourLiveEvent.com. Brady Siebel's with you here. Big thank you, Cora Albert, running our camera here tonight as we're just getting ready with our final moments here of our pregame show, our Irie Insurance pregame show. Again, the Broncos 0-2 on the season, looking for their first victory. Northern Cass 1-1 on the season, looking for victory number 2. They won their home opener 2 weeks ago tomorrow against Ray Powers Lake, 24-12, an impressive performance. They fell down 12-6. And talking with Coach Tyler Ustead, one of the things he was really proud of, they kept fighting during that game. Maybe last year, things started to go off the rails, and maybe a last year's team might have had some similar instances, might have let that game get away from them. However, they fought back, and they got the final 18 points of the contest to pick up the season opening victory there, 24-12. Big thank you to all the sponsors that you will see and hear throughout this broadcast. Of course, whenever possible, we ask that you please patronize these businesses. At the very least, stop on in and tell them thank you, as without them, this coverage on yourliveevent.com would not be possible. And we'll have a full coverage here from Northern Cass, all their home games here right on yourliveevent.com, their home volleyball games. And, hey, before you know it, it will be the winter sports season, girls basketball, boys basketball, Northern Cass wrestling making strides over these last couple of years. We'll have all that coverage for you right here. And, of course, Lisbon as well with our volleyball, football, boys, girls basketball, and wrestling. All that for you right here on yourliveevent.com. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our starting lineups when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
Stock Growers Bank is proud to celebrate 125 years of service, and they built a legacy of trust and commitment to the local communities. Loan Officer Wyatt Smith can help achieve your goals and grow your business with confidence. Here's Zach Maralt on his experience.
We tried a few different lenders before purchasing our building, and we eventually ended up going to see Wyatt, who I already personally knew anyways. He made the purchasing process easy. We pretty much had an answer that day, pushed all our accounts there, and it's a great experience.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating over 40 years of service. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Winter, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. For more information, go to nd-insure.com.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customer satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
So back here on yourliveevent.com, it's time now for our starting lineups here for both teams as, again, we get set for kickoff here today from Northern Cass. As we'll start with we'll get you the coin toss here. The Lisbon Broncos, they won the toss. They deferred, so Northern Cass will receive. So we'll get you the Northern Cass offense. But first, we'll get you the defense for the visiting Lisbon Broncos. Their defense goes as followed. In the middle, the defensive tackle, number 50, sophomore, Madden Schwab. The defensive ends, senior number 70, Brock Lyons, and senior number 51, Zach Ward. Your linebackers, they go a 3-5 defense. Your linebackers, a senior number 1, Jordan Bittner. Sophomore number 23, Cruz Ranke. Sophomore number 24, Sully Kelson. A freshman number 28, Riley Lucina. And a senior number 55, Eli Lyons. 3 in the backfield, number 2, senior Grayson Lyons, junior number 4, Blake Quall, and senior number 11, Zane Lyons. That's your starting lineup for the Lisbon Broncos. Their head coach is Mark Moss. Jason Kunze, Kevin McCleary, Tyler Elijah, and Lucas Edgerly are the assistant coaches under head coach Mark Moss. Your starting lineup here for the home team tonight, the Northern Cass Jaguars. They'll go with their offensive starters. The quarterback, sophomore, number 18, Brody Zeski. A running back, junior, number 33, Trevor Lee. 3 wide receivers, number 1, junior, Hunter Komet. Senior number 2, Chris Hoyland, and senior number 3, Miles Freilich. Your tight end, sophomore, number 8, Brooks Crockett. On the offensive line, your left tackle, junior number 66, Luke Walski. Your left guard, sophomore number 75, Aiden Dixon. In the middle, the center, junior number 65, Brody Vanderwall. Your right guard, senior number 54, Caden Williams. And the right tackle is senior number 59, Anders Hovdenis. That's your starting lineup for the home Northern Cass Jaguars. Tyler Ustead is the head coach in his 6th season. The assistants are Nate Myers, Colby Vanderwall, Mason Rice, Matt Hovdenis, and Kyler Medhurst. That is your starting lineups. We'll take a break. We'll get you our opening kickoff when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
While medicine's greatest advancements look like the latest sci-fi, one of our most powerful tools is far more simple, more human. It's a calling to connect with purpose. That's how we're evolving healthcare, by treating people, not just patients, with innovations that amplify healing and lead to more personalized care. Guided by the belief we all hold the power to heal.
Back here on yourliveevent.com as we're just getting ready here. Again, thanks for joining us here tonight. Our scoreboard is brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Online, dhb.bank. Our officials here tonight. Again, thank you to our officials here allowing this game to proceed. Your referees are Neil Linton, Shane Weber, Wayne Borth, Terry Steinhaus, and Tim Steinhaus. Those are your officials here this evening. Sully Kelson back to kick it away to Miles Freilich and Howard Gellner, your two to return, and it will roll, and it will be taken by Freilich along the far side, and he'll get past the 30 to about the 33-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Jaguars from there. Host of Broncos going back on the other side. Again, Madden Schwab, Brock Lyon, Zach Ward, your defensive line. Your linebackers, Jordan Bittner, Cruz Ranke, Sully Kelson, Riley Lucina, Eli Lyons. Your defensive backs, Grayson Lyons, Blake Quall, and Zane Lyons here for the Lisbon Broncos. Again, Brody Zeski, your quarterback. Trevor Lee, your running back. Here's they'll put Hunter Komet wide to the near side. Now they'll motion him far side. 2 receivers to the far side. Tight end Brooks Crockett. As the give is to Lee, he'll cut inside, and he will be met and then thrown down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get a gain of 1 as Eli Lyons Parker Zeski the handoff. So give him a gain of 2 and 2. So Zeski back in the pistol formation here for Northern Cass. They'll put a man in motion. Give is to Parker Zeski. It's fumbled and driven back. Loss of 2. Back to the original line of scrimmage here. Will bring up 3rd down and 10. So big 3rd down here for both teams early on. First possession. Just past a minute gone here in the first quarter. Zeski in the pistol formation. And that one is over the head of Zeski, and it's rolling around and a pile, and it's going to be recovered by a Lisbon Bronco. Lisbon Bronco football looks like Madden Schwab. He'll make the recovery. Looks like him. That number 7, Evan Tui, was the first on it. Schwab right next to him. One of them got it, and so it's a turnover, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lisbon Broncos. Golden opportunity here at the 21-yard line here. 87 seconds in to our first quarter. So shotgun set here for Jordan Bittner. 2 running backs to each side. He'll get the handoff, or he'll give the handoff. As Cruz Ranke will take the carry, he'll plunge ahead inside the 20 towards the 15. So they'll give him 5 officially. So 2nd down and 5. They'll call it. 2nd and 5 from the 16. Now they'll go under center with their offense for the Lisbon Broncos. We'll get that here in after this play. I formation. Give is to Riley Lucina. He'll plunge up the head. Swung down by a host of Jaguars. Luke Walski, one of them on the tackle. Gain of 2. 3rd and 3. So your offense, Jordan Bittner, the quarterback, Cruz Ranke, Riley Lucina, your running backs. Your receivers are Evan Tui and Carter Keller. Your tight end is Sully Kelson. On the offensive line, left to right, Jesse Jones, Brock Lyons, Zach Ward, Eli Lyons, and Madden Schwab. So 3rd down and 3 for the Broncos. I formation. They'll send a man in motion. That's Ranke. They look to go misdirection here. It is to Ranke on the end around, and nothing going there for Cruz Ranke. No gain. Brings up 4th down and 3. Defensively, Luke Walski, your defensive end, along with Brody Vanderwall. In the middle is Caden Williams. Linebackers, Carter Grandelin, Trevor Lee, Brooks Crockett, Parker Zeski. Cornerbacks, Miles Freilich and Hunter Komet. Safeties are Brody Zeski and Chris Hoyland. So 4th and 3. Here for Lisbon as they'll go shotgun formation. Lucina and Ranke on either side. And it looks like they'll have to call a timeout. We'll take one as well. Your timeouts from Bank North. No score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassiz Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per row per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-size hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
All right, so 4th down out of the Bank North timeout as they'll put Ranke in motion as they'll look to pass. As Bittner going for Ranke on it, and it is incomplete, deflected. As Hudson Reachel on the deflection. Oh, excuse me, no, 18. So Brody Zeski on the pass breakup. And so it's a turnover on downs. So 8:24, Northern Cass dodging the bullet there after the turnover. And so it'll be first down and 10. So Hudson Reachel now the quarterback for Northern Cass. Handoff is to Parker Zeski, and he'll get across the 15. Stop there by Sully Kelson. So gain of 2. So Zeski, 3 carries, 2 yards. No huddle. They'll take a look at the armband. 2 receivers in the near side for the Jaguars. As Reachel in the pistol formation. Option play. Reachel with it. He'll keep it, and he's tripped up there. Eli Lyons able to get a hand on the ankle, trip him up. Third down. As they'll give him 2. So third down and 6 for Northern Cass. Substitutions here. As Chris Hoyland will check in, as will Carter Grandalen. So empty formation. 4 receivers, 2 to each side. As Reachel back to pass, just a quick curl play as it is caught by Parker Zeski at the first down sticks. It looks like he'll have it. Gain of 7, needed 6, and a first down. So first and 10 as they'll go put Crockett and Chris Hoyland in the backfield. Crockett will take the direct snap, and he goes nowhere. He's thrown down in the backfield for a loss. Lions with the tackle. So a loss of 7. Brings up now second down and 17. Northern Cass looking to go into their bag of tricks. Does not work. Loss of 7. Puts them behind the chains here. Second down and 17. Rachel back in. Is it the direct snap? So Zeski able to get a couple yards, gain of 4. So third down and 13 after the 4-yard gain. So pistol formation, 4 wide as Rachel rolling to the near side. Going to have to try to throw a cross body. Now looking traffic. Pressure coming. And eventually he's thrown down out of bounds by Brock Lyons. Able to get a yard was Rachel. So nonetheless, fourth down and 13. So the punt team will come out for Northern Cass. Cruz Ranke, Sully Kelson, the punt return team, as that one will take a Northern Cass bounce, and it is downed at the 47-yard line by Brody Zeski downing the punt. So it'll be first and 10 for Lisbon there. 5:19 to go. First quarter here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard on yourliveevent.com. In the Region 1 opener here for both teams. Both teams playoff ambitions. Both coaches saying, hey, it's a lot better, a lot easier if you want to make that playoffs. Start 1-0 than it is 0-1. Jordan Bittner in the shotgun, 2 running backs, one to each side as he's directly looking to pass, and that one is off the hands, and it falls incomplete to Sully Kelson. the intended receiver, and I'll bring up 2nd down and 10. So 0 for 2 is Bittner so far here in the first quarter. As now under center, I formation here for Lisbon. One receiver to the near side. Bittner under center. The look is directional to the fullback, Ian Anderson, as he's driven in the backfield. No gain. Brody Vanderwall on the tackle. Third and 10 for Lisbon after the Ian Anderson run for no gain. I'll go I formation, one receiver to the near side. As Bittner will just straight drop back to pass, looking for trying to set up the screen, and it is deflected, knocked down, incomplete, as Brody Vanderwall got a hand on it and couldn't find where the deflection went. It falls incomplete, and I'll bring up 4th down and 10. Miles Freilich back to punt once again. As Sully Kelson to punt for Lisbon. So the Jaguars force the 3-and-out. Punt is away. That one will bounce at the 30, take a Bronco roll inside the 20, and then out of bounds at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Jaguars from there. It's Northern Cass, their 3rd offensive possession. And thanks for joining us here. Beautiful night for football. Maybe a little chilly, but football weather. Command in the near receiver. As Reachel back the quarterback this drive once again. The hand is to Parker Zeski as he cuts back towards the near field. Able to get out near the 1st down yardage. Evan Toohey on the tackle. Now past the 20, past the 25. As a gain of 11 and a 1st down. As the give is to Zeski once again on the no huddle, cutting through and past the 30 to the 34. Gain of 5 for Parker Zeski. 6 carries, 22 yards so far for him in the first quarter. As again, they'll go no huddle to the line. Reachel will get the signal from the sideline. They'll look at the armband. Northern Cass, all black helmets, black uniforms with yellow numbers, black pants with the yellow stripes. Pistol formation. Give is to Zeski. He'll try to cut up the middle, but nothing doing there as he's thrown down by the Broncos. So Zach Ward with the tackle, no gain. So 3rd down and 5 here for Northern Cass. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Pistol formation for Reachel. As they'll take a look back to the sideline. As that one off the hands of Reachel, able to get it back. And then the quick slant is to Miles Freilich. He'll get 3, but short of the line to gain. So I'll bring up 4th down here for Northern Cass at the 37-yard line. Fourth and 2, as they'll keep the offense on the field. 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Pistol formation. Look to the sideline. 5 seconds on the play clock. We'll see if they run a play here, or they'll just elect to call the timeout. A timeout from Bank North. We'll take it as well. No score, 1:46 to go in the first quarter. Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, yourliveevent.com.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No, 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 no! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
So out of the timeout here from Bank North, the Bank North timeout with 1:46 to go. Bank North has been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. To see what values-based banking can do for you, visit banknorth.bank today. Bank North, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. So 4th down and 2 for Northern Cass. They're going to keep the offense on the field. Lisbon 0 for 1 on 4th down. Now 2 receivers and a couple in the backfield. As Rachel in the shotgun set, straight power. He'll look to run, and nothing doing there. We'll see where they spot it. It looks like he's a yard short. Host of Broncos on the stop. And indeed, it's a gain of 1, needed 2, and it's a turnover on downs. So the Bronco defense bows up once again, getting the turnover on downs. It's 1st and 10 for the Broncos at the 39-yard line. So Bronco football. Under center, I formation is Bittner. 1 receiver to the near side. Give is to Lucina, and he'll get to the line of scrimmage, maybe falling ahead for a yard. As they'll actually mark it a loss of 1. So 2nd down and 11 from the 40. As Bittner will get the play call. They'll huddle up. Lisbon huddle up. Huddle offense. Northern Cass tries to go the no huddle. Shotgun. Running back to each side. They put a man in motion. Bittner back to pass. Pocket collapsing. Now Bittner going to try to scramble with it. Out past the 35 to the 30 into 1st down territory. Is drugged down by Parker Zeski. But able to get out inside the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a 15-yard gain. So first down of the game for Lisbon. Now that first and 10 from the 25, 41.1. So it could potentially be the final play of the quarter. 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. They'll put Ranke in motion, and he's swallowed up in the backfield as Luke Walski with the sack. Back to the 30, a loss of 5. 2nd down and 15. So 2nd down and 15. Lisbon does not have to run a play if they choose not to. As they'll huddle up, we'll see if they elect to run a play. Under 10, looks like they'll just stay in the huddle. And so 1 quarter in the books here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's Lisbon 0, Northern Cass 0. Second quarter, and we return on yourliveevent.com.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
So start of the second quarter here on yourliveevent.com. And we are coming to you from the Stock Growers Bank broadcast booth. Stock Growers Bank is your small town bank and big time partner. With the Stock Growers mobile app, experience banking at your fingertips anytime, anywhere. Bank near so you can go far with Stock Growers Bank. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. So, second down and 15 out of the end of the first quarter. I formation. We'll put a man in motion. That's Ranke as Bittner back to pass, and he's going down in the backfield for the sack. Trevor Lee with a sack. Back-to-back sacks. And that'll bring up third down and long. Another loss of 5. So third and 20 from the 35. So third down and 20 as we've just started quarter number 2 on yourliveevent.com. So it'll go shotgun, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. That's Keller to the near side with Lucina and Ranke in the backfield. As Bittner back to pass one-on-one, and that is incomplete, but they'll call a pass interference. Sully Kelson and Chris Hoyland battling there, one-on-one. Official will say a little handsy. It'll be pass interference on Northern Cass. However, high school does not have the automatic first down. So defensive pass interference. It's a 15-yard penalty. So it'll bring up third down and 5. First penalty we've had today on either team. So now we'll do third down again, third down and 5. Again, that a rule high school football, not an automatic first down. So still an opportunity for Northern Cass to try to get off the field. Third down and 5 for the Broncos. Bittner under center, I formation. Give is to Lucina. He'll look to follow his blockers, plow ahead. Able to get positive yardage inside the 20. Host of Jaguar defenders there to bring him down. Gain of 4, so bring up fourth down and 1 here for Lisbon. Lucina, third carry, 5 yards. So fourth down and 1 here for Lisbon. They'll keep the offense on the field, 0 for 1 on fourth down. Second time they've gotten into the red zone and are faced with fourth down. Bittner under center in the I formation. Give is to Lucina. He'll just plunge ahead. Able to get the push was the offensive line, and it's a first down. So a gain of 4 and a first down. And the offensive line, left to right, Jesse Jones, Brock Lyons, Zach Ward, Eli Lyons, Madden Schwab, able to do their job. Got the push just enough and gives the Broncos a first down. Second first down of the drive. 2 minutes gone here in quarter number 2. Bittner under center, I formation. He'll look to pass, and that is caught out in the flat. And it will get inside the 5. Sully Kelson with the catch. Gain of 10 and a first and goal. First completion. So first and goal at the 3. So I formation under center, Bittner. Give it to Lucina, and he is met at the line of scrimmage. No gain. And so it'll bring up second down and goal. Officially, they'll give him 1. So 5 carries, 10 yards for Lucina. Second down and goal now just outside the 1. A yard and a half. Bittner under center, Lucina in the backfield, in I formation. Give is to Lucina once again, this time met in the backfield. Lee, but reaching ahead is Lucina. And touchdown, Lisbon. Riley Lucina in with the touchdown, our first score of the game with 8:53 to go in quarter number 2. So a 1-yard touchdown run as David Okumba will attempt the PAT snap spot. And the kick is no good as the hold was dropped. And so the PAT is no good. But Lisbon gets on the scoreboard. 8:53 to go, second quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Lisbon 6, Northern Cass 0 on yourliveevent.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
So 6-0, Lisbon gets on the scoreboard with the Riley Lucina 1-yard touchdown run. We'll see if Northern Cass can answer here on their next offensive possession. Sully Kelson will kick it off as Miles Freilich, Howard Gellner, the return team for Northern Cass. As that one is taken by an upback and just falling down at the 36-yard line. That's 81. Noah Christensen able to field the kick, just go down, and it'll be first and 10 from the 36-yard line here for Northern Cass. As Rachel in at quarterback once again for the Jags. Freilich and Komet, the two receivers, one on each side. Parker Zeski in the backfield. Pistol formation, give is to Zeski, and he is wrapped up. Sully Kelson on the tackle. Give him a gain of 1. 8 carries, 23 yards for Parker Zeski so far tonight. He'll check out. Or excuse me, 3 Miles Freilich will check out in his 8 Brooks Crockett. So second down and 9 here for Northern Cass. Give is to Zeski. He'll cut up the middle. He's got some room. Breaking a tackle out into Bronco territory, and he's chased down by Evan Toohey. But a big game there. 14 plus 20 is 36 yards on the carry. So first down from the 30 as the give is to Trevor Lee. He'll get to the 25-yard line along the near side. Trevor Lee with his first carry, 5 yards. So second down and 5. Rachel in the shotgun, or the pistol formation with Trevor Lee behind him. They'll put a man in motion. That's Hoyland. And the give is up the middle to Lee. Wrapped up there by Zach Ward. Give him 2 on the carry. Third down and 3. Trevor Lee back-to-back carries. 2 carries, 7 yards now. As Rachel. Pistol formation. Komet and Hoyland, the receivers in the far side. Crockett at a tight end along the near side. I'll put Crockett in motion. Third down, and the give is to Lee. He'll cut back to the inside the 30, and Trevor Lee has a first down for the Jaguars. Second first down of the drive, 4th tonight. And a gain of 4. As we'll have an injury timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 7:24 in the first half. Lisbon 6, Northern Cass 0 on yourliveevent.com.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
All right, back here, yourliveevent.com, 7:24. Trevor Lee, the injured Jaguar, he was able to jog off the field under his own power. So Zeski back in the tailback position. As Rachel will pass, and that is incomplete, throwing across the body. Crockett got his hands on it, but falls incomplete. Bring up second down and 10. So bring up second down and 10. And offensively for Northern Cass, your line, left to right, Luke Walski, Aiden Dixon, Brody Vanderwall, Caden Williams, Anders Hovdenis for Northern Cass. Or for Northern Cass. Pistol formation, give is to Zeski. He's got a bit of a hole. He'll plunge ahead inside the 15 to the 11. So gain of 7. As it looks like we have a Jaguar down, so we'll take a break. Dakota Heritage Bank's scoreboard, Lisbon 6, Northern Cass 0, yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
When you choose Farmers Union Insurance, you're backed by an insurance policy provider that meets your specific requirements. At Farmers Union Insurance Gullison Olson Agency, they offer reliable insurance policies from homeowners, farm and ranch, contractors, small businesses, and more. Let Lance, Shelby, and the staff at Gullison Olson Agency take care of you today. For more information, stop into their office on Main Street in Lisbon for Farmers Union Insurance Gullison Olson Agency.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
So Anders Hovdenes is the injured Jaguar. He is being looked at along the near sideline as direct snap by Rachel. He'll look to find the goal line. Able to get inside the 5. So a gain of 8. First and goal at the 2. So first and goal. As they want the direct snap to Zeski. Unable to get the hands on it, and it's a fumble recovery by 51, Zach Ward. So second bad snap leading to a turnover for the Jaguars. And so it'll be first and goal for Lisbon. 6:32 to go. So they had first and goal at the 2. Turnovers. Killer here for Northern Cass so far in this first half. So Bronco football. Bittner in the shotgun. As the give to Cruz Ranke. Able to get to the 20. Zeski on the tackle, 5 yards. Bring up second down. Cruz Ranke, 3 carries, 10 yards. Second and 5 from the 20. And shotgun, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side for the Broncos. Bittner will take the snap, drop back, look to pass, fires, and that one is intercepted. Hunter Komet with the interception, and it's a pick 6. Hunter Kemet with the pick 6 for Northern Cass, and we're tied at 6. Jumps the route along the far side and cruises into the end zone. Hunter Kemet, the pick 6. It's 6-0, or it's a 6-all here as Brody Zeski will attempt the PAT. Snap spot, kick is up, and it was blocked, and so 5:42 to go, second quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Lisbon Northern Cass tied at 6, YourLiveEvent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
So after the pick 6, we're all tied at 6. As 27 yards on the pick 6. PAT was no good, and so 6-6 with 5:42 to go in the first half. So Miles Freilich will kick it off. Cruz Ranke, Riley Lucina, your kick return for Lisbon. Kick is away. That one will bounce at the 26. It's taken by Lucina as he's got a hole and then tripped up out past the 40 to the 43, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Broncos there. So 1st and 10 for Lisbon there. See how they respond after giving up the defensive touchdown. So I formation. As they'll give to Lucina up the middle. He cuts through, bowls over a Jaguar, and a gain of 11 and a 1st down. Seven carries, 22 yards for Riley Lucina, freshman for the Broncos. So 1st down and 10. Both teams have used 1 timeout, so both teams have 2 timeouts. Keep that in mind as we wind down this second quarter. As Bittner, the QB, rollout to the side, cuts back inside and then dragged out at the 35-yard line by Brooks Crockett. But it is enough for a 1st down. 12 yards and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 for the Broncos at the 35-yard line, looking to retake the lead. I formation, Lucina in the backfield. Bittner, the give is to the fullback up the middle, and finding some space is Ian Anderson, as he'll get a 1st down, 11 yards. Ian Anderson, his 2nd carry. So 1st and 10 for the Broncos at the 24. Clock under 5 minutes to play in the first half. As they'll break the huddle. I formation, 1 receiver to the near side. That's Keller. As give is to Lucina. He's got a gain of 2. Luke Walski on the tackle. Bring up 2nd down. Luke Walski, Caden Williams, Brody Vanderwall, the defensive front here for Northern Cass. Carter Randalin, Trevor Lee, Brooks Crockett, Parker Zeski, the cornerback, or the linebackers, excuse me. As the give is to Ranke, he'll cut back to the inside. Inside the 20, gain of 4. Luke Walski with the tackle. 3rd down and 4. Secondary, Miles Freilich, Hunter Kemet, Brody Zeski, and Chris Hoyland. And your offensive line for Lisbon, left to right, Jesse Jones, Brock Lyons, Zach Ward, Eli Lyons, Madden Schwab. I formation, Bittner under center. And there's some movement And who went first? As they'll call offsides on Northern Cass. 5 yards, it's 3rd down and 4, so that will be a first down. Second penalty, 20 yards for the Jags. Credit to Lisbon. Going hard count, did not jump. Able to force Northern Cass to jump. So 1st and 10 from the 13. Vinner under center. Lucina dotting the I. Give is to Anderson once again, and from the fullback position, he'll plunge ahead to the 10, a gain of 3. Lee on the tackle, 2nd down and 6. Officially, they'll give him 4 on the carry. So 2.5, clock ticking. Lisbon also will the option to receive the second half kick, so the chance for the double whammy here for the Broncos at the end of this first half. Bittner under center. Give is to Anderson once again. Lee first one to make contact, and he's thrown back, but able to get inside the 10 and gain a 2. So 3rd down. We'll call 3rd down and 4 officially. From the 8, minute 40, clock still ticking. 3rd down, Lucina. He'll get the snap, and that one, it's on the turf, and it goes right to Chris Hoyland, and Hoyland with the fumble recovery. And so Northern Cass able to get the turnover in the red zone. And it stays 6-6, 92 seconds to go in the first half. So that one was the handoff was to Lucina. And just pops out. So 1st down and 10. Reachel in the shotgun formation. High snap, able to corral. Give is to Zeski, and he's wrapped up there. Lions, one of them in on the tackle. Zeski to the 11, so a gain of 3. 11 carries, 68 yards. And so now we're under a minute. Broncos still have 2 timeouts. See if maybe they try to play it here. So they'll give it to Zeski. He'll get a gain of 2, 3. Three-yard gain. And the Lisbon, they'll call the timeout here. 34.3 seconds to go in the first half. Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Broncos and the Jags tied at 6 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey Lisbon, it's time to rally behind our favorite team. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are sending all our best wishes to the Broncos as they hit the court and field this season. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are proud to support our teams and community. Let's show our Broncos that we're with them every step of the way. Go Broncos! Your dedication and spirit makes us all proud. From all of us at the Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters, we're cheering for you.
Out of the Bank North timeout, again online, banknorth.bank. 34.3 seconds to go until halftime. Lisbon used their second timeout. They have 1 remaining, so potentially trying to at least force a punt and then maybe an offensive play to try to set up here before we get to halftime. So 34.3. Rachel in the shotgun set. They'll put Crockett in motion. Zeski under center. Now they'll motion another one in the backfield. As Rachel will take it on the option play. He's into first down territory, out past the 30 to the 34-yard line. Gain of 20 and a first down. So at the very least, that will allow Northern Cass to at least run out the first half, should they choose to. We'll have to run at least one more play. Northern Cass now with 2 timeouts. See how they play it. 1st and 10 from the 34. And we'll get a whistle and another Bank North timeout, this time called by Northern Cass, their second. Tied at 6 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good students from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful, innovative opportunities for students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District, from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbon.k12.nd.us.
Out of the Bank North timeout, banknorth.bank. So, Lisbon Northern Cass tied at 6. Again, we'll have our halftime report here coming up just moments. Our Hunter Insurance Agency halftime report. We'll get you the full stats. We'll get you the recap. We'll also take a look at other scores around the state of North Dakota on our halftime report. Give his to Zeski along the far side. He's got some room. He'll get out of bounds past the 40. The 41, so a gain of 7. 13 for 78 for Parker Zeski so far here tonight. Stops the clock at the 40. So one timeout here for Northern Cass. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Rachel in the pistol formation. Zeski behind him. See if they try to air it out here. They'll give it to Zeski on the handoff and trying to cut back, but he's wrapped up there. Ward on the tackle. Gain of 2, and they'll look to go no huddle. And they'll try to get off a final play. They will not. Instead, they'll just hold it. And so we've reached halftime here from Northern Cass. Your score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Northern Cass 6, Lisbon 6. Our halftime report from the Hunter Insurance Agency when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
While medicine's greatest advancements look like the latest sci-fi, one of our most powerful tools is far more simple, more human. It's a calling to connect with purpose. That's how we're evolving healthcare, by treating people, not just patients, with innovations that amplify healing and lead to more personalized care. Guided by the belief we all hold the power to heal.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 201 Main Street, Hunter.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, it's our halftime report. That is from Hunter Insurance Agency. They're dedicated to providing you the best support for your insurance request from crop, hail, farm, commercial, and home. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com. So let's run down our scoring summary. 6-6 your score here. One touchdown for each. Lisbon able to open up the scoring. 8:53 remain in the second quarter. Riley Lucina able to plunge it in from 1 yard out to give the visiting Broncos the 6-0 lead. PAT was no good. That's where we stood until a couple minutes later. 5:42 remaining until halftime. Hunter Kemet with the pick six, 27 yards, able to step in front of a Jordan Bittner pass. Caught it 27 yards down the sideline untouched to tie it up at 6. PAT was no good. And that's how we get to our halftime score at 6 apiece. We'll take a break. We'll get you our first half stats when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartment. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
At Northern Cass, we believe every learner has the power to change the world, and we're here to help them do just that. That's why we're not your average school district. We deliver a world-class education built on trust, authentic relationships, and bold, innovative practices that prepare learners for whatever path they choose. From our passionate educators to our close-knit community, everything we do is rooted in purpose, connection, and a belief in every learner's greatness. Come see what makes Northern Cass a place where learners thrive, both in and out of the classroom. Learn more at northerncasschool.com.
Continuing on with our Hunter Insurance Agency halftime report, we'll get you our first half stats here. We'll start with the Lisbon Broncos, 82 yards of total offense, 10 yards passing. Jordan Bittner is 1 for 4, 10 yards with an interception. Is one completion to Sully Kelson, one catch for 10 yards. 72 yards rushing for the Lisbon Broncos. Jordan Bittner, 4 carries, 17 yards. Cruz Ranke, 4 carries, 14 yards. Riley Lucina, 8 carries, 24 yards and a touchdown. And Ian Anderson, 4 carries for 17 yards. For Northern Cass, 126 yards of total offense, 116 rushing, 10 passing. Hunter Rachel is 2 of 3 for 10 yards. 1 reception apiece for Parker Zeski for 7 yards. 1 for Miles Freilich for 3 yards. Rushing-wise, Brooks Crockett, 1 attempt, -7 yards. Trevor Lee, 3 carries, 11 yards. Hudson Rachel, 5 carries, 32 yards. And Parker Zeski, 14 carries for 80 yards. For your offensive stats. Northern Cass, 2 penalties for 20 yards. Lisbon has yet to commit a penalty. That's your first half stats. We'll come back. We'll take a look at scores around the great state of North Dakota. That is when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Running a business is tough, but your accounting doesn't have to be. Let Olson Accounting check all the boxes. From taxes, payroll, business services, and professionalized financial guidance, all tailored to fit your requests. Whether you're a small business owner or just need help at tax time, trust Olson Accounting for professional, reliable service every time. Visit colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA.
We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Riverside Building Center in Lisbon is the premier building supply headquarters in southeastern North Dakota. They have it from the basic home improvements to complete pre-built homes. Their staff is knowledgeable in every product they sell. With their large inventory and a fleet of 6 delivery vehicles, Riverside Building Center in Lisbon can bring the products to your job site. From a hammer all the way to a home, they have you covered. Visit rbclisbon.com today. That's rbclisbon.com. Riverside Building Center in Lisbon.
All right, we'll take a look at scores throughout the state of North Dakota here in 11A football. One game final, Des Lacs Burlington a 40-0 victory over Tioga. Other games, halftime, Velva Garrison Drake Animus leads Stanley 30-0. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, Killdeer leads Hazen 39-6. Halftime, Ray Powers Lake leads South Prairie Max 20-0. Halftime, Park River area leads Rugby 16-0. At halftime, also on yourliveevent.com, Thompson leads Turtle Mountain 46-0. Halftime, Bottineau leads Bishop Ryan 28-0. Langdon area Edmore Munich leads Harvey Wells County 15-0 at halftime. Halftime, Hillsborough Central Valley and Oaks, the Burros lead the Tornadoes 14-13 with 1 minute left in the second quarter. Halftime, Dickinson Trinity and Central McLean are tied at 14. Also at halftime, Southern McLean leads Bowman County 22-0. At the half, Allendale Edgeley Combe leads Mayport CG 41-0. Halftime, Beulah leads Heart River 16-0. Valley City leads Sargent County 16-8. And at halftime, Carrington leads Grafton 7-6. That's a look at your 11A scores. Let's take a look at 9-man here in North Dakota. Grant County Flasher defeats Napoleon Gackel Streeter 28-20. Start of the second quarter, Nelson County leads St. John 22-8. Halftime, West Hope Newburgh Glenburn leads Surrey 24-0. 9 minutes to go in the first half, South Border leads Haddon Northwood 20-8. Halftime, North Prairie leads Cavalier 18-14. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, Hankinson leads Enderlin 42-0. Just starting the third quarter, Alexander leads Mohall Lansford Sherwood 14-8. Halftime, Lemoore Litchfield Marion leads Wyndmere Lidgewood 48-0. Halftime, Ned Rose leads Dunsea 38-6. Also at half, New Salem Almont leads Standing Rock 52-12. Linden HMB leads Beach 44-0. Halftime, TGU leads Divide County 14-7. Griggs Midcoda leading Richland 26-6. At halftime, North Border leads Midway Minto 34-0. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, New Rockford Cheyenne Maddock leads Larimore 60-6. 1 minute to go in the first quarter, Lewis and Clark leads Kenmare Bowbells Burke Central 12-0, and no score reported. Hettinger County and Hettinger Scranton also going that no score reported yet. AA Watford City defeats Wahpeton 39-12. Grand Forks Central leads Jamestown 19-7. Central Cass leads Devils Lake 14-13. Dickinson leads Williston 35-0. Minot North leads Fargo South 14-6. Grand Forks Red River leads Bismarck St. Mary's 14-7. And Kindred leads West Fargo Horace 34-26. That 5 minutes left to go in the game. AAA West Fargo Cheyenne leads Minot 6-0 in the first quarter. Halftime, West Fargo leads Bismarck Legacy 21-13. Bismarck leads Fargo North 14-0. They're just getting underway in the third quarter. Shanley leads Mandan at halftime 27-6. Davies leads Bismarck 13-3. Final stages of the third quarter. As that's a look at your scores here across the great state of North Dakota. We'll come back with our second half kick when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
Stock Growers Bank is proud to celebrate 125 years of service, and they built a legacy of trust and commitment to the local communities. Loan Officer Wyatt Smith can help achieve your goals and grow your business with confidence. Here's Zach Maralt on his experience.
We tried a few different lenders before purchasing our building, and we eventually ended up going to see Wyatt, who I already personally knew anyways. He made the purchasing process easy. We pretty much had an answer that day, pushed all our accounts there, and it's a great experience.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating over 40 years of service. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of their locations in Lisbon, Winter, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. For more information, go to nd-insure.com.
Just about ready to start quarter number 3 here on YourLiveEvent.com. Tied at 6 here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Again, Lisbon won the coin toss. They deferred to the second half, so it's their option to receive. Again, Riley Lucina for the Broncos opened up the scoring with a 1-yard touchdown run, answered by Northern Cass. Hunter Kemet, 27-yard pick 6. That is how we got to our scoring here so far. As again, the Broncos, the road white jerseys, red numbers, white helmets with the yellow Bronco logo, and then solid red pants. And thank you to all the everyone tuning in here on YourLiveEvent.com. The fall sports season well underway here on both sides of the border in Minnesota, as well as the great state of North Dakota. We've got you covered. Football, volleyball, all that and more. Here as we start with the school year starting, we start our sports broadcast season. So Miles Freilich will kick it off. Riley Lucina, Cruz Ranke back deep to return for the Broncos. All teed up at the 40, and the kick is away. It's taken by Ranke at the 20-yard line. He'll go to the inside, follows some blocks, still on his feet, stiff arms a man, and out to the 47-yard line. Nice return there by Cruz Ranke, setting the Broncos up in good field position once again. 1st and 10 from the 47. So again, Jordan Bittner, the quarterback, Cruz Ranke, Riley Lucina, the tailbacks, Evan Toohey, Carter Keller, the wide receivers, Stolly Kelson, the tight end, offensive line, left to right, Jesse Jones, Brock Lyons, Zach Ward, Eli Lyons, and Madden Schwab. So Bittner will fake the quick pass, and it's taken by Lucina. He'll plunge ahead to the 50-yard line. Gain of 3. A 2nd and 7. Defensively, Luke Walski, Caden Williams, Brody Vanderwall up front. Linebackers. I formation. Bittner under center as he'll look to roll out, looking to pass and firing and intercepted. Chris Hoyland with the interception. Excuse me, that's 8, Brooks Crockett. So Crockett with the interception. 2nd interception thrown by Bittner. Brooks Crockett able to step in front of it. And it'll be 1st down and 10 for Northern Cass at their 44-yard line. So 2nd interception. So 1st and 10. Put a man in motion. Quick flip pass to Hoyland and out to the 46, so a gain of 2. So bring up 2nd down and 9 officially for Northern Cass. As Reachel will fake the give. Now he'll look to pass. Firing, and that is intercepted. Zane Lyons with the interception, and he's drugged down from behind at the 39-yard line. As Kemet on the tackle, but the interception matched right back. And so, 1st down and 10 for 1st and 10 for Lisbon from the 39. Bittner under center. I formation with Lucina dotting the I. Give is to Lucina. He's met up, wrapped there in the backfield. No gain. As Brody Vanderwall in on the tackle. A loss of 2. 2nd down and 12. So you're, again, Luke Walski, Caden Williams, Brody Vanderwall up front. Carter Randallin, Trevor Lee, Brooks Crockett, Parker Zeski, your linebackers. Secondary, Miles Freilich, Hunter Kemet, Brody Zeski, and Chris Hoyland. Shotgun, 2 running backs. Ranky in motion as Bittner will take it himself out past the 40 to the 30 to the 43-yard line. I'll give him 5. And it looks like we have a penalty flag along the near sideline. And it'll be a hold on the Broncos, so the first penalty for Lisbon will back them up. So it was 2nd and 12. It was a gain of 5 on the Bittner run. They'll elect to accept the penalty. They'll replay 2nd down all the way back to the 29-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 20, so they'll lose 8 yards from the previous line of scrimmage. So 2nd down and 20 with 9:27 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Bittner in the shotgun. They'll put Ranke in motion along the far side as the QB draw out to the far side, cuts back inside, nothing doing. Grandal and one of them in on the tackle. So they'll bring up 3rd down and long. As only a gain of 1, so 3rd down and 19. So 3rd down and 19. See how the Broncos look to attack this play here. As Bittner to the sideline will get the play. As the Broncos will break the huddle, 10 seconds on the play clock. Bittner shotgun with Ranke and Lucina. As straight drop back, looking to pass, still looking. Now pocket's trying to break down. He'll look to roll out. Now he'll fire, and that is incomplete. As Carter Keller, it looked like Sully Kelson as well in between the two. So, falls incomplete, brings up 4th down and 19. And so, Sully Kelson back to punt once again. Miles Freilich to receive, standing at the 38-yard line. As he'll take it at the 38-yard line, looking to break a tackle. Instead, he's tripped up. As Eli Lyons comes in and able to make the shoestring tackle. It'll be 1st and 10 for Northern Cass. Right at the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10. As Rachel back in at quarterback again. Brody Zeski started the game first series. Since then, it's been Hudson Rachel the rest of the way. As the give is to Zeski, nothing doing there. Trying to cut back inside, he's spun down. Falling forward, able to get a gain of 2. Lions on the tackle. 15 carries, 82 yards. So 2nd down and 8. High snap, able to get it. Is Rachel, give it to Zeski out past midfield. And did the ball come out? Lisbon pointing, jumping up and down, saying they had it. Looks like officials will talk it over. Looks like Lucina with the ball. Said they'll call him down. So 3-yard gain. So Carter Grandolin will check in. He'll deliver the play call. 3rd down and 4. As the direct snap, Rachel looking to straight QB power, diving. Looks like might be a yard short. However, there is a penalty flag, and it is holding on Northern Cass, so back him up. So 3rd down and 3rd and 13 here for Northern Cass. So Rachel pistol formation. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. 3rd down and 13. Shotgun. Rachel rolling to his right side, looking. Now he'll fire, and that one is incomplete. Randolph lunging for it, but out of bounds. So I'll bring up 4th down and 13. So Northern Cass will bring out the punt unit. 4th and 13. So Chris Hoyland back to punt. Ranky and Kelson. And the punt is away. That one will bounce at the 38, take a roll to the 35, and it will be 1st down and 10 for Lisbon right there. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Just about halfway gone here in quarter number 2, Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, yourliveevent.com. Coming to you from the Stock Growers Bank broadcast booth here from Northern Cass Schools. So 1st and 10 for Lisbon at the 30. Bittner under center, I formation. Fumbled the snap, broken play. Bittner will just see what he can make out of it. And able to break a tackle, able to get at least positive yardage out of it towards the 32-yard line, gain of 2. So it'll be 2nd down. Brody Vanderwall checking out. Jackson Sinclair checking in the nose guard position here for Northern Cass. So 2nd down and 8. I formation. Bittner will give it to Lucina, and not much doing there. Walski, one of them in on the tackle. As Grandolin coming in from the linebacker position on the tackle as well. Gain of 2, 3rd down and 6 here for Lisbon. Handoff, give is to Lucina, and towards the 1st down marker, gain of 6 as Crockett in on the stop, finishes him off, but 6 yards for Riley Lucina and a 1st down. So 1st down and 10 for the Broncos. Here's clock running. 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. I formation. Give is to Lucina up the middle. Looking for a push. Ball comes out. However, whistle was blown. So, whistle was blown dead. I'll say forward progress was stopped. And so, gain of 1 on the play. As Freilich had the recovery, was going the other way. However, official did blow the play dead, saying forward progress was stopped. So 2nd down and 9 for Lisbon. Bittner will take it on the QB rollout, and nothing doing. He'll get a yard. As Hoyland able to get the stop. Gain of 1. 3rd down and 8. So at the 43, it's 3rd down and 8. Bittner 7 carries, 21 yards now for him. Lucina the leading rusher for Lisbon, 13 for 34. 3.5 to play in the third quarter. No scoring so far this quarter. I formation, receiver to the far side. Bittner under center, and who moved? We'll see who moved first. Looks like fullback Ian Anderson moving for Lisbon. Randolph for Northern Cass, and they will call the false start on the Broncos. So 5 yards, second penalty, 15 yards, and move them back here. Third down and 13 for the Broncos. So Bittner and Carter Keller in for the play call. They'll break the huddle. 10 seconds on the play clock. Keller, the receiver to the far side. I formation. Bittner will take the snap. Play fake coming in. A blitzer as Bittner looking to roll out. However, Trevor Lee will bring him down for the sack. He was able to evade Zeski, but Trevor Lee unable to wrap him up. Big loss here was 4th down and 13. All the way back to the 24-yard line, so a loss of 14. So 4th and 27. Sully Kelson will punt it away. Punt is off. As might have been blocked, however, does take a roll, and so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line as Grayson Lyons down in the punt. So 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 2:24 to go here in our third quarter. Exciting game here tonight. Pivotal first game here. Both teams, they're a Region 1 opener here in the new 9A football. So Reachel, pistol formation with Zeski. Put a man in motion as Zeski will get the handoff. Falling forward, a gain of 1. As 24, Sully Kelson will make the tackle. 2nd down and 8, as they'll give him 2. $17 for 87 unofficially here for Parker Zeski here tonight. Northern Cass looking to score their first offensive points. Their lone touchdown, Hunter Kemet, 27-yard pick 6 in the second quarter. Zeski will take the handoff as he'll be spun down and dragged down by Eli Lyons. Gain of 2 brings up 3rd down and 6. So 3rd down and 6 here for Northern Cass. Tied at 6. Minute 15 to go in the third quarter. Reachel under center, straight drop back, looking to pass. Now looking to scramble. Now he'll fire, and that is incomplete. As Blake Quall able to come in and knock the pass incomplete. So it brings up 4th down and 6. As it looks like they'll bring the punt team out. So Chris Hoyland will punt. As the punt is away, no returner back for Northern Cass. Can they down it in the field of play? They can, as they'll pin him inside the 5. So Miles Freilich will down the punt. Lisbon, some confusion, was wondering if they were going to go for it. Did not put a returner back there. And credit to Northern Cass, able to get down on it, down the punt, deep in their own territory. It'll be 1st and goal from the 3. 1st and goal from the 3. We'll see how Lisbon plays this. Minute 5 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Bittner under center. Give is to Lucina, breaking through the first line, able to get himself and his team some breathing room out past the 5. Brings up 2nd down. So give him a gain of 6. $14 carries, 40 yards. Second down, and we'll call it 4 here for Lisbon. Could be the final play of the quarter, but we'll get whistles on the snap and a penalty flag. Who's it on? As we'll get encroachment on the defense. 5 yards. 4th penalty. 35 yards. That'll be a Bronco first down on the Jaguar penalty. So 26.8. I'll reset the play clock to 25. So could be the final play here for Lisbon in the 3rd quarter. Under center, give is to Lucina. And he's met in the backfield. Got to the line of scrimmage, nothing else doing. A host of Jaguars in on the tackle. And so 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Looks like the Broncos will just take it to quarter number 4. We'll take a break. Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Lisbon 6, Northern Cass 6 on yourliveevent.com.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customer satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the 3-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
3 quarters in the books, 1 quarter to go here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard on yourliveevent.com. It's all tied up at 6. No scoring in quarter number 3. Fresh 12 minutes on the clock. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Broncos. All at the 13-yard line. Bittner under center. I formation with Lucina dotting the I. Ball is on the turf as Bittner able to recover it. He'll be dropped down at the 10. So it's a loss of 3, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 13. So 3rd and long here for Lisbon. Second play of the 4th quarter. Hand off, Lucina has nothing doing there. As Caden Williams will bring him down, big 54. And so, gain of 2, and I'll bring up 4th down. So Miles Freilich back to return. Sully Kelson to punt in his own end zone. As there's the punt and a liner. That one will bounce, take a Bronco roll to the 39-yard line. Good field position here for Northern Cass. 1st down and 10 from there. Here with 10:27 to go in quarter number 4. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Jags from there. Again, Hudson Rachel, your quarterback. Give is to Zeski. He'll cut back to the inside and plunge ahead, gain of 1. Offensive line, left to right, Luke Walski, Jackson Sinclair, Brody Vanderwell, Caden Williams, and Aiden Dickinson. That your offensive line. Again, defensively, Madden Schwab, Brock Lyon, Zach Ward, your front line here for the Broncos. 2nd down and 10. Rachel, straight drop back, and that one is caught. Hoyland inside the 35 to the 34. Gain of 6. Tui on the tackle. Bring up 3rd down and 4. As Rachel rolling out to the near side and get a gain of 1 to fall forward, but short. Brings up 4th down here for Northern Cass. So the Jags will keep the offense on the field. 4th down and 3. Under 9 to play here in regulation. I'll try to go for it here. Empty backfield. Rachel, 3 receivers in the near side, 1 to the far side. Joe back to pass, quick out, and that is incomplete. Looking for Kemet as Grayson Lyons in on the coverage. It falls incomplete, and it's a turnover on downs for Northern Cass. So 8:31 to play here in regulation. Northern Cass Lisbon tied at 6. Slugfest here, defensive slugfest here for both teams. Bittner in the shotgun formation with Ranke and Lucina in the backfield as. So Cruz Ranke will take the carry. He'll get a yard. Only one of them in on the stop. Cruz Ranke, 5 carries, 15 yards. His first carry in the second half. Clock ticking. It'll be under 8 minutes. Die formation. Lucina in the backfield. Give is to the fullback once again. Ian Anderson looking to plunge forward. He'll keep the feet churning as he'll get 8, brings up 3rd down and 1. So 3rd down and 1 here for Lisbon. 7.5 to play. As they'll break the huddle, still plenty of time. Carter Keller, the receiver on the near side. Snap, give is to Lucina. He powers ahead. He's got a hole. 40, 30. It's a foot race. 20, 10. They're not going to catch him. Riley Lucina with the 57-yard touchdown carry. Broke down through the front line. There was no one back for Northern Cass. It was a foot race. He won it with 7:04 to play. Lisbon takes the lead. .58 yards for Riley Lucina on the TD. As they'll look to go for 2. As they'll run play fake. That one is caught and able to break a tackle into the end zone is Sully Kelson. And on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's Lisbon 14, Northern Cass 6 on yourliveevent.com.
While medicine's greatest advancements look like the latest sci-fi, one of our most powerful tools is far more simple, more human. It's a calling to connect with purpose. That's how we're evolving healthcare, by treating people, not just patients, with innovations that amplify healing and lead to more personalized care. Guided by the belief we all hold the power to heal.
So it is now 14-6 after the 58-yard touchdown run from Riley Lucina, his 2nd touchdown carry of the game. Gives them the lead. The 2-point conversion was good on the Bittner pass to Sully Kelson. Tacks on the 2. It's 14-6 with 7:04 to play here in the 4th quarter. As the kick is taken at the 20-yard line. And Hoyland out to the 26. Excuse me, that is Freilich on the return out to the 26. It'll be 1st and 10 for Lisbon, for Northern Cass there. 1st and 10 from the 26. Lisbon now with the 8-point lead. As Hudson Rachel talking with Coach Tyler Ustead, getting the play. He'll relay it into the huddle. 1st and 10 now officially at the 27-yard line. Gellner and Hoyland, the receivers, to the near side. 2 to the far side as well. Rachel, the give is to Zeski along the near side, and he's thrown out of bounds, and we'll get a penalty flag. Evan Toohey on the tackle. As we'll see, are they going to get a late hit out of bounds as he was tackled and then thrown out of bounds? As, yep, we'll get a personal foul. So it's a 4-yard gain and then a 15-yard penalty. Third penalty, 30 yards. So after the penalty, they'll spot at the 46-yard line, 1st and 10. As Richo looking to pass, firing, and that one is incomplete. as Jordan Bittner, the quarterback, in on the coverage on the pass attempt to Freilich. It falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Ball kind of floated. Freilich had to come back to it. It fell incomplete. 2nd down as they'll give it to Zeski along the near side out to midfield, and then he's thrown down there as Sully Kelson in on the tackle. Out past midfield to the 49-yard line, so gain of 6, 3rd down and 4. So Parker Zeski now 21 carries, 100 yards. Play clock at 10. Pistol formation. As Rachel will get the snap, give is to Zeski. He's got some room, and he'll plunge ahead into 1st down territory. So a gain of 6 and a 1st down. So 1st and 10, as it looks like we'll have a timeout for a Jaguar down on the field. We'll take one as well. 6:29 to play in the 4th quarter. Lisbon 14, Northern Cass 6 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. How did your planting season go this year? Are you looking to make improvements for next year instead of breaking the bank on a whole new planter? Get the best price of the year on upgrades for your planter from Agassi Precision Ag this summer. Get $50 back per roll per product for some of our best-selling solutions. Make the precision decision for your planter this summer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
1st and 10, Rachel looking to pass. He's got a man in the flat. That is Hunter Kemet as he will get towards the 30. It is a gain of 12 and a 1st down. So 1st down here for Northern Cass as they're starting to go on a drive. 6:20 to play here in regulation. Jaguars trail by 8, so they need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to force a tie. As ball is on the turf, and Rachel will just fall on it as it looks like a play fake just slips out of the hands of Rachel. He'll go fall on it at the 39-yard line, so a loss of 8. So 2nd down and long here for Northern Cass. They'll run no huddle. Clock under 6 minutes now to play. Rachel faking the play fake. Blitzer coming, and he'll fire it out. That one is caught, angling into the near side at the 30, and then falling ahead to the 29. As Carter Mikulecki with the catch. So gain of 10. So 3rd down and 8. Clock under 5 minutes to play for the Jags. That is caught on the quick out there by Kemet. And so just trying to split it in half, a gain of 3. He'll bring up 4th down. So 4th and 5 officially for Northern Cass, 4:48. As Rachel back to pass, looking, firing, and that is incomplete. Just out of the hands of Hoyland. It falls incomplete, and it's a turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Broncos. 4:44 to play. Northern Cass does have all 3 timeouts. So still plenty of time if Northern Cass can get a defensive stop. So 1st and 10 from the 34. Give is to Lucina as he's wrapped up in the backfield. So bring up 2nd down. As it'll be a loss of 1. So Lucina now back under 100 yards at 99. So clock ticking as Lisbon likely will try to use up all 40 of the play clock here this possession. Clock now under 4 minutes to play. Under center, give is to Lucina, and nope, Bittner with the play fake. Good job by Northern Cass, able to read it. As Crockett on the tackle, gain of 1. So 3rd down and 10 for Lisbon. 3:35 and ticking to play. Third down and 10, 3:05. Bender under center. Toss is to Lucina. He's got some room. He's down the sideline to midfield. It's a foot race. 40, 30. Can they drag him from behind? Yes, but Lucina all the way to the 10-yard line. $56 yards on the carry. The ball was at the 35. So 1st and goal inside the 10. So 63, so 162 for Riley Lucina so far tonight, as Northern Cass looking to put the exclamation point on this contest. 220. Give is to Lucina up the middle. He'll plunge forward. And now Northern Cass is going to play the timeout game. 2:12 to go on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 14-6, the Broncos lead. YourLiveEvent.com.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
So out of the timeout from Bank North, again, that's online at banknorth.bank. So the give is to the fullback, first man through, Ian Anderson, as he'll plunge ahead. He'll get half of there, so a gain of 3. 6 carries, 28 yards. As Northern Cass will take their second timeout, we'll take one as well on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
All right, so 3rd down and 3 out of the Bank North timeout, banknorth.bank. 3rd down and goal from the 3. Lisbon looking to get the exclamation point here for the Broncos. Bittner under center. Put a man in motion. Bittner, straight QB run, now looking to pass, firing across his body, and that is incomplete. As he was going for 24, Sully Kelson, as him and like Zeski ran into each other as they were going for the football. As both of them took a hit. And Hoyland as well in coverage. So it's incomplete. So after the incomplete, Bittner 1 for 6, 10 yards and 2 interceptions. So it's 4th down and 3 with 2:01 to play. As Northern Cass needs a stop here to try to keep this contest alive. I formation. As the give, Lucina up the middle, powering through as the defense holds, as he'll get to the 1, but Trevor Lee pushes him back, and so it's a turnover on downs. So 1st down and 10 for Northern Cass, still with life, 1:56 to play. So 1st and 10 from the 2, so they're going to have to go 98 yards in 1:56 with 1 timeout. So Rachel in the pistol formation as they'll set up the quick screen to Freilich. He'll get to the 10, still making moves out to the 13-yard line. Freilich on the catch. 11 and a 1st down. So 1st and goal from the 13. Clock momentarily stops. Now the clock is reset with the chains reset. Rachel under center, back to pass. Rusher's coming. He's rolling out to his right, still looking. Now he'll fire, and that is incomplete into the bench of Northern Cass. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. So 2nd down and 10 for the Jags. And 1 timeout remaining. Lisbon looking to hold on for their first victory of the season. Rachel back to pass, looking, firing. He's got a man open in the flat and able to get out of bounds. Is Kemet on the reception. So gain of 7, 3rd and 3. So 3rd down and 3. Rachel now 60 yards passing on 8 of 17. 60 yards. I formation. That one is over the head of Rachel, and he's just going to have to fall on it inside the 5. And that will force a timeout from Northern Cass. So 1:28 to play, as it will be 4th down and long when we come back out of the Bank North timeout. 1:28 to play, yourliveevent.com.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered 2-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Out of the Bank North timeout. So 88 seconds to play. It is 4th down and 21. So 4th and 21 at the 2. Likely the last chance here for the Jags, and Lisbon will look at the formation. They'll take a timeout as well. A Bank North timeout, yourliveevent.com.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
So out of the Bank North timeout, it's 4th down and 21 for the Jaguars. Again, we'll have our post-game report. We'll run down the full stats, name some awards, and more coming up here on yourliveevent.com. So 4th and 21 with 1:28 to play. So Rachel under center. Shotgun. Rachel rolling to his right. Pressure coming, able to evade it. Now he'll look to fire it out long, and that is caught by Freilich, but short of the line of scrimmage, and so he's tackled close to the original line of scrimmage. Gain of 17, but a turnover on downs. So 10 yards. So with one timeout, Lisbon should be able to just run a couple of knees. So Bittner will just take the knee. See if Northern Cass elects to use any of their timeouts. So no, they will not. So Lisbon will just have to take one more knee, and then they'll close it out. So Lisbon will improve to 1-2, 1-0 in region play. Northern Cass 1-2, 0-1 in region play. As down to a knee goes Bittner. And that will do it here as your final here tonight on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. The Lisbon Broncos, they pick up their first victory of the season. They'll go to 1-2 as the Broncos defeat Northern Cass by a final score of 14-6. The Broncos are 1-0 in region play, as Northern Cass will fall to 1-2 and 0-1 in region play. Final couple of seconds ticking off here as that is your final. The Broncos defeat the Jaguars 14-6. We'll wrap it up on our postgame report when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
When you choose Farmers Union Insurance, you're backed by an insurance policy provider that meets your specific requirements. At Farmers Union Insurance Gullison Olson Agency, they offer reliable insurance policies from homeowners, farm and ranch, contractors, small businesses, and more. Let Lance, Shelby, and the staff at Gullison Olson Agency take care of you today. For more information, stop into their office on Main Street in Lisbon for Farmers Union Insurance Gullison Olson Agency.
Ustead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Recapping it here on YourLiveEvent.com, the Broncos with the 14-6 victory against Northern Cass. Your scoring summary here tonight. Second quarter, Riley Lucina opens up the scoring, a 1-yard touchdown run with 8:53 to go in the second quarter to open up the scoring. PAT was no good, and it was 6-0. After a turnover in the red zone, Northern Cass able to get a turnover. Hunter Kemet with the 27-yard pick six to tie the score with 5:42 to go in the second quarter. Tied it at 6. PAT was no good. And that's how we got to our score at halftime. That was our score after 3. And then with just over 7 minutes to play in the contest, Riley Lucina able to break free with a 58-yard touchdown run to break the tie. The 2-point conversion was good. Jordan Bittner to Sully Kelson on the 2-point conversion. And that's how we got to our final score of 14-6 as the victory here for the Lisbon Broncos. Again, they will open up Region 1 play with a 1-0 record after the victory. Northern Cass will fall to 1-2 overall and 0-1 in region competition. That is your breakdown here. We'll take a break. We'll come back with some post-game interviews and our final stats when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey Lisbon, it's time to rally behind our favorite team. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are sending all our best wishes to the Broncos as they hit the court and field this season. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are proud to support our teams and community. Let's show our Broncos that we're with them every step of the way. Go Broncos! Your dedication and spirit makes us all proud. From all of us at the Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters, we're cheering for you.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good students from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful, innovative opportunities for students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District, from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbon.k12.nd.us.
While medicine's greatest advancements look like the latest sci-fi, one of our most powerful tools is far more simple, more human. It's a calling to connect with purpose. That's how we're evolving healthcare, by treating people, not just patients, with innovations that amplify healing and lead to more personalized care, guided by the belief we all hold the power to heal.
Back here, yourliveevent.com. It's time now for our Enbridge Energy player of the game. And for the Lisbon Broncos here, picking up the victory here tonight, number 28, Riley Ustead. And Riley, first off, congratulations. How does it feel to get that first victory of the season?
Feels great. Feels great. I hate losing.
Yeah, absolutely. Just talk about, obviously a struggle there. Just kind of talk about how the game progressed, really that a slug fight here on both sides of the football.
Our line was picking up great. Our line just blocked very, very well. Our defense was playing great. I mean, pick six, and that's all they scored. I mean, great game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Defense was strong.
Yeah, absolutely. Just talk about, just how the defensive approach here there was, how nice it was, the fact that you knew, hey, eventually as an offense, right, if you're, if we can get something going here, you got a shot to win tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it just kept going as the game went on, definitely, that defense playing that well definitely helped with offense too. Like, we had a little bit of breathing to do on offense,
And then just talk about, that fourth quarter. Talk about that touchdown run that broke the tie and was the game winner there.
That was great. Just a little hyped after that one, but
yeah,
that was awesome.
Yeah, just kind of talk about that. It was a short yardage situation there. So, you kind of broke through that first line. They set the house, and then from there was a foot race that you did not lose.
Yeah, that was great. There was a huge hole to go through. Our line blocked so well this game. We did great. We dominated up front in the trenches.
So now sitting at 1-2, more importantly 1-0 in the region. Just kind of talk about what you want to see from yourself as well as the team as you continue to progress throughout the season.
We just got to keep this going. We played a great game, and we got to just keep that going.
All right, Riley Ustead joining us here, Enbridge Energy player of the game. Life takes energy, energy for life. Online at enbridge.com. Riley, thanks so much for your time. Congratulations on the win. We'll see you down the road.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. Come back with more on yourliveevent.com.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers. They are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here, yourliveevent.com, our Agassi Precision Egg play of the game. We'll give that to really the line here for both sides of the Lisbon Broncos, able to really stuff out the defensive side as well as like Riley talked about, able to get some holes. So representing the defense or the lineman here for the Lisbon Broncos is Brock Lyons. And Brock, first off, congratulations. Just talk about how exciting it is to get that first victory of the season.
Thank you. Yeah, it's really exciting. Didn't get what we really wanted on the first two games, and being a raging game and finally get a win, that's nice.
Yeah, was that kind of, one of the things I know I talked with Coach a little bit too, the fact that did not go the way of the first two games, but now that it's region play, it is kind of the new season. The record really is 0-0.
Yep, now it matters, so that's nice. Keep some confidence and move on to the other games. And
now just talk about how the game progressed here. Defensively, in on the line, just kind of what were you seeing right there really making a Northern Cass earn every single yard tonight?
What?
So just talk about your defensive philosophy throughout the game tonight.
Well, scouted them out really good, got really good coaches, so we're pretty well off prepared for what they were doing. so that helped.
And then just talk about, offensively, especially, in that second half, able to get some holes there for your offensive, for your running backs to go through. Just kind of talk about how you talk throughout the line, communicate to try to, have the right play, have the right blocking scheme to then create those holes.
Yeah, we talk good. Everyone knows what they're doing pretty much. You call out what you're doing beforehand, and, we got it done.
And then, same question here. Just what do you want to see out of yourself and the rest of the team as you continue for the next 6 weeks of the season?
Less mistakes and get a lot of wins.
All right, and now my favorite question here. This is the two-way lineman special. What would you rather, or what feels better, the sack on defense or the pancake block on offense?
Sack on defense, for sure. Really stop them right there.
All right.
More.
All right, well, Brock Lyons joining us here. Congratulations on the victory. Good luck here the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a break. Come back with the coach when we return.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 201 Main Street, Hunter.
YourLiveEvent.com as we recapping it here, talking with Coach Mark Moss for the Lisbon Broncos. And Coach, first off, able to get the first victory of the season. Not an easy one here, but just how nice does it feel getting in on the win column this year?
We felt like we were better than an 0-2 football team coming into this game, and we had a good week of practice. The kids were confident for this game, and we came out. We were a little rusty because we've had kids that had been hurt and they were gutting it out tonight. We had kids coming back that probably weren't 100%, and this is really the first time we've had our football team out there for 4 quarters, and you can kind of see that the potential is there for this team to be pretty good.
Just talk about here on that part, obviously a slugfest here. Just kind of what was the mood on the sidelines, the mood kind of in the huddles as this game was going along, and really the first 4-quarter game you've had this season?
Yeah. So I told the kids at halftime, I said, we kind of dominated that first half, not on the scoreboard, but we had the ball on their side of the field most of the first half, but the key to this game was our defense. I mean, they kept getting stop after stop after stop, and Northern Cass has got some athletes, but our defense really showed up to play, and our line was able to wear them down there on those last couple drives and get some big yards there, and we were able to get that one score. It would have been nice to get that second one when we were down there, but we were able to eat some clock up and then put the game back in the hands of our defense, and they shut the door.
Yeah, absolutely. Just talk about that, just how impressed you are with the defense, right? Not giving up any points. The only 6 points that Northern Cass had was on that pick 6. Just a great job by your defense tonight.
Yeah, what I was impressed today, because Northern Cass, they shift, they run option, they put you into a lot of different spots that you might not be comfortable in, and our defense maintained their assignments, and they rallied to the football, and we tackled tonight, and that was huge. I mean, our tackling was spot on tonight.
So now sitting here 1-0, just talk about moving forward, what you want to see from the rest of the team as, you continue on with this grind of a Region 1 season.
Yeah, well, we're going to enjoy this one for 24 hours. The kids have earned this one. It's our first win in the region, our first win of the season. So we'll enjoy this one for 24 hours. I think the kids have earned that. But then we'll get right back to work and get ready for a Valley City team that – that's going to be another hard-hitting it's probably going to be a quick game. There's going to be a lot of runs that game, but it's fun. Our region's got a lot of good teams in it, and you got to be ready to go every week.
All right, Mark, congratulations on the victory. Thanks so much for joining us here. Good luck here moving forward of the season.
Thanks.
All right, Mark Moss joining us here. We'll recap when we return. YourLiveEvent.com.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartments. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
At Northern Cass, we believe every learner has the power to change the world, and we're here to help them do just that. That's why we're not your average school district. We deliver a world-class education built on trust, authentic relationships, and bold, innovative practices that prepare learners for whatever path they choose. From our passionate educators to our close-knit community, everything we do is rooted in purpose, connection, and a belief in every learner's greatness. Come see what makes Northern Cass a place where learners thrive, both in and out of the classroom. Learn more at northerncasschool.com.
Recapping it here tonight from Northern Cass as we'll get you our final stats here on yourliveevent.com on our post-game show. Again, coming from the Stock Growers Bank broadcast booth. As we'll start with the stats for the Northern Cass Jaguars. 187 yards of total offense, 117 rushing, 70 yards passing. Rushing-wise for Northern Cass, Parker Zeski, 22 carries, 106 yards. Hunter Reachel, 8 carries for 7 yards. Trevor Lee, 3 carries for 11. And Brooks Crockett, 1 carry for -7. Passing-wise, Hudson Reachel was 10 of 18 for 70 yards. And an interception. Receiving-wise, Hunter Kemet, 3 receptions, 22 yards. Chris Hoyland, 2 catches, 7 yards. Miles Freilich, 3 catches for 24 yards. Parker Zeski, 1 catch for 7. And Carter Mikalecki, 1 catch for 10 yards. Penalty-wise, 4 for 35 for Northern Cass. For the Lisbon Broncos, 220 yards of total offense, 210 on the ground, 10 through the air. Riley Lucina, 20 carries, 164, and 2 touchdowns for the freshman. Cruz Reinke, 5 carries, 15 yards. Ian Anderson, 6 carries, 28 yards. And Jordan Bittner, 12 carries for 3 yards. Passing-wise, Jordan Bittner was 1 for 6, 10 yards with 2 interceptions. His 1 completion went to Sully Kelson, 1 catch for 20 yards. 3 penalties for 30 yards on the Broncos. Well, that'll do it for us here tonight on yourliveevent.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Reminder, the fall sports season well underway here in the states of North Dakota and Minnesota. We'll have all the coverage for you on yourliveevent.com. A reminder, you can visit our website for the current fall schedule, as well as links to all of the contests that we will have. Follow us on X for our daily schedule post updates. And, of course, as well, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on notifications so you can be notified every time we go live with another local area high school and community interest broadcast. Thank you to all the sponsors that you saw and heard throughout this broadcast. Of course, whenever possible, please patronize these businesses. At the very least, stop on in and tell them thank you. Thank you to everyone here at Northern Cass helping us get this set up and allowing us to be here to bring this contest to you. Thank you to my camera operator, Cora Albert, joining us here tonight. I'm Brady Siebels repeating our final score. Lisbon 14, Northern Cass 6. The Broncos pick up the first victory of the season. They are 1-2, 1-0 in region play. Northern Cass falls to 1-2. They are 0-1 in region play. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great rest of your evening, everybody.